Right, we're talking transfers. We've been joined by regular contributor Adam McIlroy, and Jack's here too.
I'm always here.
We're going to start with the only sensible place to start, which is Cesc Fabregas. Adam, thoughts? Fabregas.
What the hell is going on?
What is going on?
I'd like to know what's going on with that whole transfer policy, but Fabregas, I think something has to be going on there for us to still be bidding. Barcelona's lineup is not for sale and that he doesn't want to go anywhere. I think that's rubbish. Until he gets confirmation he's wanted, I think we're showing we want him more. So I think his head is turned. Reports saying his head's turned. If we can agree a fee with Barcelona, I think he'll be our man. But until that point, I think, I wouldn't get our hopes up yet.
I actually sort of agree with you, because after the initial bid, Villanova, I know he's no longer manager, but he came out and said, well, I've spoken to Cesc and this is where he wants to be. It's his dream to play here. At no point did he say, we're not going to sell him. I don't want to sell him. He's the future of Barcelona or anything like that. All they said was that the player doesn't want to leave. Barca haven't really been very clear in saying we don't want to sell him. And also, you'd think United wouldn't keep going for it if it was a dead end.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, of course, I think Barcelona, I don't think Fabregas does want to leave.
No.
I think he's probably scared that he'll look like a flop if he comes back to the Premier League with his tail between his legs. B, that is his dream club. So if they want him and he's going to be a key figure, I don't think he'll leave at all. But if we can push them and we do get an acceptance of a fee from him, I think there's only one place he'll be. So I'm quietly 50-50. I'm still stung by the Thiago saga, so I'm not getting my hopes up.
Is that why we're talking about it? Is that why we're being so open about the whole Fabregas thing with the press?
I think we're being open, possibly because of the introduction of Ed Woodward. Possibly it could be in a bit of an experience where his tactics are a bit just out there, or it could just be that we do really need this central midfield marquee signing. And if Barcelona aren't showing Fabregas that they want him, then why don't we go out there and show him that we do?
See, what I think, which is something that I've been talking about a lot lately with kind of friends and everyone, fellow United fans, even people who aren't, is loyalty in football, which is a big issue nowadays because it's not really there like it was. And the thing with Fabregas is I think that would be a big stumbling block for him. If he were to come to United, he is one of Arsenal's ex-captains, and especially if he was back in the Premier League, I don't think he'd want to go back to the Emirates and get booed. I think that'd hurt him.
I don't think he cares. As much as in his heart he'll have nice feelings for Arsenal.
He doesn't.
No, he wants to win trophies. He wants to be a successful footballer. Look at Van Persie. It doesn't matter. If you want to be successful, he's not. Even Alan Smith worked his socks off for Man United. Boyhood Leeds fan. At the end of the day, they're professionals, and what they want is to be successtional.
But we never played Leeds while he was there.
No, but we could have. It didn't stop him joining, though. I mean, I think footballers want to be successful, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter where you are.
Apparently, Arsenal aren't interested. They need to spend their money elsewhere. I don't think they'll come in for him. If they did, then he'd have a decision to make, and then maybe that comes into it. But he's not going to win trophies at Arsenal.
Yeah. If they did come in, I'd be surprised. If he was leaving Barcelona and had the choice between United and Arsenal, I would genuinely be surprised if he said, well, I'll go to Arsenal. Because it's just,
I'd be shocked. Going backwards
decision.
as well isn't a smart thing to do. But it's one of those things which, again, you see, like, it's unfortunate. And at the end of the day, the career is to win trophies. But that's a discussion for another day, the lack of loyalty in football these days.
I hate to be loyal to Arsenal.
Not necessarily to Arsenal,
I
but to any clubs. They did a lot for him.
He did a lot for them.
He did, but he got a lot of money for him as well. But at the same time, them and all Arsenal fans would be devastated if he went to United.
Well, I do not feel sorry for Arsenal fans.
It's not about Arsenal fans, it's about football. It's just about football in general. Yes. We're all together when it comes to football, Sam. What do we think? Adam, is he going to come to us? What do you reckon?
Right now, after the reports of his heads being turned, I think it's about a 60-40% chance he'll come to United in our favour. But I think a lot stands on the new manager. If he tells Fabregas that he's a key player for him, Fabregas's heart is at Barcelona, so he won't leave. But something there, I just don't want to get my hopes up.
Yeah, in all honesty, I don't think it'll happen. He loves Barcelona. That's it, I think. Jack, your thoughts?
I can see it happening. Again, it's one of those things where you never know, but I think the fact that these two offers have been made, I think if one offer had been made and it had been made so clear we wouldn't get him, wouldn't have made another offer. So there must be some inkling of hope that it may actually go through. So I'll give it. I'd say yes.
Okay, I'll sit here and do a naked show now if we sell Wayne Rooney, because David Moyes will look.
We'll hold you to that.
Yeah,
that is.
David Moyes will look so stupid in his first season, having said over and over and over again, we're not selling Wayne Rooney.